Okay.
Okay. Amazing. We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another
Hello.
Ask Your Mentor Anything Live. Hi, Ileana. How are you?
Hi, Virginia. Fine, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me. Are you kidding me? I'm also happy to have you here. Amazing. I see people joining us. So let us know where you're watching us from and use the chat below for any kind of questions you might have about today's topic, which is actually again, portfolios as a sequence because you've asked us to go even deeper and share with you some best practices and some nice portfolios. So we've gathered some information from our annual mastermind alumni people. So the members like Ileana and other members, they were so like generous to share with you their work, and you can get some ideas on how to work on your own portfolio. And definitely for me is a great opportunity to discuss the differences between sample of work, which is very common misconception in our industry, and the portfolio, which is totally different, to understand what are the main sections that a portfolio should include, especially in our industry as a translator, interpreter, or a small business owner in the language industry, best practices, common mistakes to avoid when you're going to create portfolio, and of course, what you've all been waiting for, success stories like Ileana's story that you can gain very high quality, like the most well-known brands or companies executives as clients by contacting them through LinkedIn using a very efficient and successful portfolio. And that's our main goal for today. So I won't start. Let us know in the chat if the sound of the picture is okay, if you can hear us well. And of course, I would really love to know where you're watching us from. So use the chat below. Amazing. I see you guys here. Amazing. Perfect. So let us know where you want to come from and, of course, what you would like to learn today and what is your main question or problem you're facing with your portfolio. If you have, I can hear and see you okay. Hello, Lucy. Thank you for joining us. Amazing. Lucy, where are you watching us from? And let's start with you, Ileana, because we have some new people joining us today. If you would like a few words about you as a professional in the industry. Hello, Milika. Thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions, guys, use the chat. Hello, Marion. Amazing. Nice to see you, Marion. Bax, England. Amazing. I will be in Manchester later this month, Lucy. Let me know. I know it's far away, most probably, but hello to Poland. The sound and the picture are okay. Perfect. Hello, Genevieve. Did you create your portfolio? Genevieve, she was one of the participants, if you remember, Ileana, the last
Yes,
time.
I remember her.
Amazing. Genevieve, if you have your portfolio or if you have something you would like to share with us, use the chat below. So let's start right away because we're already 3 minutes. I don't want to overwhelm you. And we have some great portfolios and success stories to share with you today. Practical advice and practical portfolios for you to brainstorm, to get some ideas, to be inspired, and to create your own portfolios the right way. And the right way for me is to bring you the results that you wish, which is high-end direct clients using LinkedIn or other online platforms. So, Ileana, the stage is yours. Let us know about you and your background shortly for those that they are joining us for the first time. Hello, Federico. Hello, Giuseppe.
So thanks again for having me. I'm Ileana Cari. I am.
A bit louder,
Um,
Ileana. A bit louder.
can, can you hear me well?
Yes, but if you can talk a bit louder for those, okay, because I can hear you very far away.
Okay.
Let me see if it's
So
my.
as I was saying, I started my business in 2006. I started as a freelance translator and interpreter. And my main specializations are beauty and wellness, hospitality, and a bit of legal, of course. And yes, I started using the portfolio during the pandemic because since there were no no live events, this could be a nice tool in order to let new clients know me. And so I started thinking about a tool that could be catchy, really short, and something that could impress my potential clients in order to gain some more. because due to the pandemic, I had to stop my interpreting gigs. And so my focus started to be more translation than interpreting, because in the past I always did half and half. And yes, I had some ideas, and then I started creating it with Canva. But there are many other platform online that you can use. And so I started selecting, for example, photos, starting to think what I could insert. So a short presentation of me, some samples of my past projects, my past jobs, and that's it. So a company, let's say, I had already a company presentation, but it was more a general overview of my company, and it was not so targeted to the clients that I wanted to gain. And so I started doing the first one in the beauty sector, and it will be the one that I will discover with you today at the end of the live, at the end of this session. And then I had a couple of other portfolios for wellness, for the hospitality sector, so wellness, restaurants, spa, and that's it. So you can have 2 or 3 portfolios according to your different specializations, and I can assure you that your clients will be absolutely delighted, and it is a powerful tool that will open the door of your potential clients.
Okay, I think Ileana, you told us everything, so we can stop there.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
no,
That
not
was an
everything.
overview. Yeah, that was an overview, but we are going to give you more details on this. So what Ileana was describing is the moment that she decided to use online methods to get clients. Because Ileana, to give you background, you don't know most of you. Some of you, of course, I see some familiar faces, mentees of mine, previous participants in my programs, current participants in my alumni. So thank you guys for joining us. Hello, hello. And what I'm trying to tell you is that Ileana, like most of you as interpreters or language professionals, or some of you, you used to use live events like exhibition, conferences to get your clients there by distributing business cards and with networking. When the pandemic hit us as an industry, as well among other industries, of course, we had to find other ways to get clients, especially if the main method was live events like Ileana. So that's what Ileana was just describing to you. So Ileana, she joined, I remember, the fully booked translator formula, and then the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, my 3-month group mentoring programs. And we found out other ways to, let's say, restructure the whole approach of marketing.
Yes.
And then Ileana had one of the best results when it comes to using portfolios that we created during the program. And of course, some people after the program, and they're still creating them, or maybe updating them, because there is an ongoing, work with your marketing material. You can come up with
an
more
ongoing
ideas.
process.
Of course. But it's the right moment, let's say, in a mentoring program to get advice, to get, let's say, some instructions, or maybe also to brainstorm some ideas with other people. And then you can go and you can still keep working on this. Ileana got some very, very good results, practical results, by using her portfolios. And one of her main, let's say, strengths that she just described to you, but I would like to focus for those that you might missed it, is that she created targeted portfolios, not only one portfolio or one company profile. And thank you, Ileana, for mentioning that. There is a difference between a company profile and a portfolio. A company profile is a general overview of your business, if you have a business, either as a small business or solopreneur, where it goes through, your about, your values, your services, your types of clients you work with, maybe specializations, or maybe also types of projects that you have successfully completed, contact details, and maybe some testimonials. That's a company profile. Whereas the portfolio can be like a CV for direct clients. That's how I like to call it, because we don't use our CVs for our direct clients. By direct clients, I mean the end clients. I prefer to like teach in my programs that we use our CVs for agencies and LSPs, other translators, when we want to get some collaborations. But when it comes to direct clients, rarely, being already myself 15 years in the industry, I've been asked to send my CV to direct clients. They prefer the company profile, if you have a company, or a portfolio, if you would like to establish a long-term collaboration with them or work on a specific project with them and showing them your expertise and your background. And there is a
Mhm.
difference between a company profile and portfolio, as I mentioned, but also a difference between a CV content and portfolio. And that's what we're going to see together by sharing with you some best practices today. So
Mhm.
Genevieve mentions here that she created her, let's say, portfolio, but it's in German. Do you think, Ileana, you could give some feedback? Maybe, Genevieve, we could give some feedback on your structure. So if you would like to share a link in the chat, a link that we can open, then we would be glad if there is time to go through yours as well. Let us know, okay, Luna, so it's perfect. So we are broadcasting in the Mentoring for Translators group. We are broadcasting on my Facebook public page as Virginia Catibiri, on my YouTube channel, where you can find Virginia Catibiri Official on YouTube, and of course on LinkedIn, that I see many familiar faces here. And thank you for joining us, Christina, and other people on LinkedIn that we cannot see your names here because you need to click on the StreamYard link. So, Ileana, before we go through the actual example, is there anything else you would like to talk about?
Well, as you mentioned, of course, you have different marketing materials that you can use to promote yourself as a professional. And yes, the CV is mostly focused on you, on your story, on your background, your education, and your experiences. Whereas a company profile is more a general overview of all the services that you provide, and it includes, let's say, different types of clients. Whereas the portfolio, as you mentioned, is a powerful tool because it is targeted to your clients or potential clients' needs and expectations, and so it is a powerful tool to impress them and to let them think that you are the real go-to expert so that they can satisfy their needs.
Amazing. So that's how I assume you got that best results, by getting very, very well-known brands in the cosmetic industry yourself, using LinkedIn prospecting that we've learned in the program,
Yes,
and target portfolios. Because I know
because
the answer, but I think that many people who might have this like question for you. What's the difference between a portfolio and a targeted portfolio, and why you came up with the idea of a target portfolio? And then I will give my also, let's say, opinion on the topic.
Well, because when a client of a specific sector asks for your services, he wants to he has some needs, and of course he would like to know your past experiences in that specific sector. So it doesn't matter if you have some other clients in other sectors, because of course, yes, of course, it is also always a part of your experience, but you have to show them that you are really the good match for them, the good fit. And so the only way that you have in order to show them is to, yes, to display some past projects, and to underline what are the benefits for them of working with you.
Now
That's
you
why,
mentioned the key, let's say, word here.
yes, that's why you have to have a very precise idea of what your target client is. And yes, I get to know this precise idea thanks to the mentoring program, of course, and to the fully booked translator formula, and the LinkedIn prospecting system. So thanks to these two programs, I had really very clear ideas, and that's why it was somehow easy to put the ideas into a creative document.
Mhm. And it's not only the program. We might give some ideas, we might encourage to create, but it's also your perception, Ileana. It's using, being resourceful yourself and actually brave enough to overcome any limiting beliefs and actually go after your dreams. And that's something that separates, you as a person, as personality, than others. So, guys, if you would like to get such results, LinkedIn is a great platform. And
Yes.
if you do it the right way, will give you the right results. But also portfolios, they really work when it comes to direct client. Yet, and how I see the targeted portfolios in comparison to a general portfolio is like a targeted CV that we create based on our specialization. So when I teach, let's say, how to get replies. So whenever I get like questions, like I've sent 200 emails to agencies and no one got back to me, I always see the message and the actual CV, and when I see generic messages or generic CVs, usually don't work. People, they don't get back to us. The same applies with direct clients. If you send a very general portfolio that doesn't give a reason to your clients to hire you among your competitors, then why, to hire you and why to go to work for you? So you need to differentiate from your competitors. You need to show the information to your clients that they would like to see. And a website or a LinkedIn profile, it's very difficult to niche that down, especially when you have 3 or even more specializations, or you have more types of clients that you work for. It's very difficult to find that information from your website on your LinkedIn profile and to show them or to drag to the attention of your potential client to that specific information you would like them to see. A portfolio is a great opportunity for you to gather the information in one place, an information that is targeted for that specific client and shows them exactly the information they would like to see about your background, your expertise for that specific project they are looking to hire for, especially, as I mentioned again, if you have several different specializations, several different types of clients. So let's go to the exams. And before that, how many targeted portfolios you have, Ileana?
Well, at the moment, 3.
And
One
can we tell
for
us the difference? 1 for, yes.
Yes, one for each different specialization. And probably in the future I will have a 4th. Why not?
So what are the 3 specializations? How do you divide, let's say, the types of clients or the content of your portfolios?
Well, at the moment I have one for luxury beauty and cosmetics. Then I have the second for hospitality and wellness, and a third one about food and beverage. So these are the 3 categories that I have at the moment. Yes.
3, let's say, fields of expertise. Amazing. So guys, if you have more than one specialization, that's good. I would suggest you to showcase on your LinkedIn profile 1, maximum 3, because you don't have enough space, let's say, to include the right information. So you need maximum 1 to 3 on your LinkedIn profile. On your website, you can have even more. But the best way to actually have only the information the client wants to see, specifically for a project, is a portfolio. And a portfolio can be a link to your website. We're going to see links. Can be a PDF that you create on Canva, as Ileana mentioned. Can be even a video. I've seen that as well. So the format might vary. A PDF works pretty well because you can set it, you can attach it, or you can even connect it to your website, and can be a link to your website, but showing a PDF that can be downloaded like your CV. So I'm so curious to see. I will start with Luna's portfolio because Luna is such a great example. Luna is also an intern, and she's in the annual alumni for the 2nd year. And Luna is also a very good example of, let's say, using not only portfolios, in general, the methods that we have been using in both of my programs, the LinkedIn prospecting system, the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, and let's say the fully booked translator formula. And of course, she has been, I would say, I see your questions, guys. We are going through them later, shortly. And of course, we're going to show Ileana's portfolio because so many of you have asked us. So we are going to do that, but stay tuned because we're going through 4 different portfolios, and then we're going to show Ileana's, just for you to have some several different ideas of portfolios. So coming back to Luna's example, Luna is a very good example of using not only portfolios, but generally the methods that we are teaching the mentoring programs. Is also a community manager in our annual alumni. Alumni is the group where people and the mentees of mine, members, colleagues have already joined any of my 3-month programs, group programs, and they are able, to do that on a self-paced mode on an annual basis, and they would like the support of the community to go on. Luna is the 3rd year or 4th that you're in the program, and she's now promoted to community manager. The same goes with Ileana, but we're going to find a different sim for different programs, so stay tuned to find out more about this. And let's go through. And Ileana, the stage now is yours. So we see that as you see here, this is the company profile, the company website of Luna. We see the logo and we see the portfolio here on the tab. That's an idea that you can, all of you do. She also has an introductory section with a video. Perfect. And then we have a service and presentation, portfolio and testimonials. Luna, and also book a consultation. That's very clever. Luna, which one would you like us to show? I assume the portfolio here and testimonials. The services and presentation, I would say, is the company profile, like Ileana says. And portfolio is more like showcases of success stories and success case studies of working with your clients, and testimonials of them. So also you see here the art and tourism. She has divided that per types of clients. I'm just clicking on the second tab. I don't know, Luna, which one would you like us to show? So you don't see my screen, guys. Please let us know that you don't see my screen so far. Okay. Yes, shortly. I would like to see who is like with me. Okay, now you can see my screen. So that is how you go. This is the logo of Luna. This is the tabs, portfolio here. You see a presentation video of Luna. You see the sales and presentation, which is like a company profile, portfolio, testimonials. I assume it's the portfolio. And if you scroll down, you will see the book consultation, like click here button, which is very clever. And I would definitely suggest you to do so. By clicking here, you will be redirected to another page, which means I need to stop sharing this and I need to take you to the visual portfolio, which is connected. Oh, that's it. Okay, amazing. Thank you, guys, that you are confirming. And now I'm sharing again because I need to change the tab. Visual portfolio, I think that's it. Perfect. So you see here, that's a PDF. Luna, if you're here, let us know. And that's not a presentation format, like it's an ebook. That's also an option. It's up to you, you know the size. Is that correct, Ileana? You use the presentation, let's say rectangular.
Yes, it's a creative job, a creative document. So it depends on your sensitivity, on your taste. So you have to choose, of course, the colors of your brand. And yes, be attentive to titles, for example. It should be, of course, readable. It should be simple because it should impress in a short time. Because, you know, if it is too long, everybody of us is always so busy. And so you have to choose very carefully the words in order to impress them in less than a couple of minutes, I think, or even less. So the shorter, the better, I would say.
Exactly. And 8 pages you think is enough. For me, it's not about how long a copy is, it's how boring it is. So if you can keep, let's say, the attention of your audience to the right content, on the right, by right content, I mean the content that would keep them, you know, interested in you and your services, then you've got them. But in general, like 8 pages, I think is an okay size. Is that correct, Ileana?
Yes, I would say yes. 10 pages, more or
10
less.
pages, more or less. Amazing. And the Luna says she would like to change it into landscape format. Yeah, Luna, there is no yes and no, but here, you know, I cannot show it, let's say, in the page. Let's scroll here. You see UNESCO Heritage. Okay, so you start right away with projects. I will try to zoom in, but we will lose some of the space here. Okay, so we see, let's say, an overview of the project, 20K words. The website,
Yes,
I don't see
there
the
is
language.
a nice picture. The
Nice
picture is
picture,
very
yeah.
nice. Yes.
I don't see the language combination though, even though we see that a perfect French copy in the testimonial, perfect. The testimonial can always be shorter, so you can take a part of the testimonial. Then we see an auto guide that Luna has translated, and it was 100K words into French, okay. And then we see the project manager's testimonial. that for that specific project. Then we see also picturing Auschwitz 7K Words Project was an exhibition translation from English into French. Here we see the language combination. Paris and New York, amazing, in partnership with Auschwitz, amazing State Museum. That's huge. Luna, I know that Luna, she works with very big clients and she has been participating in 5-figure interpreting and translation projects on a consistent basis. We see here also the testimonial and the related picture. You see that the content and the actual format is with here Luna's, let's say, branding colors. Is that correct, Ileana?
Yes. Everything speaks about her and her style. Yes.
And we see also Columbia University 3-day conference. Here we are talking about an interpreting project. So I would prefer to see that you divide that, Luna. If it's an interpreting, yes, remote interpreting project, you can divide, like now we're going to see the interpreting projects, templates, or the samples, or success stories. Columbia University, that's huge. We see here that the Department of Columbia of Archaeology of the actual university has given you amazing testimonial, very success. Like that's a huge success, Luna. Amazing, congratulations. And then again a 3-day conference, then again 1-day conference along with the testimonials. How to get in touch. I love this with the logo. What
That's
I would
very
do
nice.
here, yes, in a PDF, Luna, you can make that clickable. So definitely, if it's something clickable with a button, click here to book a consultation with me. And to be redirected to your calendar, that could be, a clickable button. That would be better, especially if you distribute that online instead of printed. If it's going to be printed, then yes. But if it's going to be, let's say, online, then you can make that as a button clickable. And here as well, the Instagram with let's say the button with Instagram again, follow us here. Again, clickable, the LinkedIn with a button, clickable, and again, the email and the other information, amazing. And what I try to say, close with one way to contact you. You can have all of them in a contact page of your portfolio, but I would prefer to give them one option to contact you as a preferred way to be contacted. And the last thing I would do is just a short introduction of you here before you go to the first project, and then a short introduction to the people, what they're going to see, that we are going to see, 3-4 success stories with clients of ours in the translation, let's say projects, and then following up again one introductory section of the project that the people they're going to see for your interpreting gigs, just an introductory page of your portfolio. And then, of course, as I mentioned, the first one, some about you, few words, and what's going to be included in this ebook or portfolio page. Amazing. Luna, is there anything else you would like to say? I want to change the format of landscape. Yes, working on my interpreting portfolio right now. Amazing. That's great. Let's see other questions. Can you add a clickable link on an existing PDF? An existing PDF, you need to go to the actual, let's say, tool that you used before you create the PDF, make clickable by inserting the link to a specific image, and then save it again as a PDF or download it as a PDF for free if you don't have Adobe. No, you need to go to the actual, let's say, tool, if it's Canva or Word or wherever you create the PDF, and then readjust the button by inserting the link there, and then save it again as a PDF.
Yes.
I'm trying to go through your questions here in the chat. Use the chat. Okay, got it. Perfect. You're welcome. Let's go to the next one. Let's remove this. Okay, so amazing, Luna. I'm so happy for you. I really like. You're welcome. The colors.
Yes, you can always update. You can always update it, because as soon as you get new clients, or I don't know, if you decide to change some pictures or add some other things, so it's always an ongoing process.
Exactly.
So
let's go to Mira's. That was a last minute upload. Mira, I'm so happy that you managed to create your own portfolio. So that was going to be a first, let's say, feedback. That will be also my first time I will see this portfolio. Amazing, but I really like it, to be honest. Am I showing? Okay, perfect. Yes, I'm showing the right picture. So Ileana, you see?
Yes, I can see it. It's
So you
very
see, this is
nice.
the landscape that we say here, the format.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Let us know, guys, if you can see this portfolio of Mira Dittmer. Mira is a great starting out translator. She joined,
Translator.
yes, my 3 math group programs. She's been like for 2 years in the annual alumni. This is a business portfolio of hers she created during the alumni. You see here the language combinations.
Mm-hmm.
German as the native, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is this the sign? Is this an animal? Are you, Mira, here with us? So, Ileana?
Yes, so the cover is really very nice. So you can see the language combinations, so the native German and the other three languages.
I like the
And
colors. Yeah.
yes, I think Mira.la Traduttora is also the website, or
That's
I
good.
imagine it is so.
La Traduttora is also her LinkedIn name. But I would prefer,
Okay.
Mira, to be honest, to see here if this is your website. So I would like people to understand that this is www.com with your name,
Mm.
okay? So as to be able to be found, and also your name, like your full name. That's my preference. And then create portfolio. Welcome to, that's the name of the business. But I would prefer
Mhm.
also, to see your full name, Mira Dittme. That is the person behind the brand. That's a branding name, but also I would prefer your credible and
Yes.
qualified German speaking partner for impactful French, Spanish, and English to German translation. That's a headline we created during the unique selling proposition exercise in the 3-month mentoring program. Amazing. You see,
Mhm.
Ileana, here are 14 pages. Let's see
Yes.
if it's the size enough. Okay. If you're here, guys, Mira, let us know. And if you have specific questions for your portfolio. Okay, so I'm
Well,
scrolling through. We see here
yes.
the name,
Let's
only
see.
the third page. That's Mira Dittmer.
Mhm.
Followers, translations, 200 translations, words, per day. Job
Mhm.
events. I would prefer to see also the full number of words because that would be a huge number. And I think your clients would really like to see your full numbers of translated the words. And Mira, what do you think, Ileana? I think that would be instead of a day. Hmm?
Yes, but I like the idea of the of figures. But
Figures,
yes,
yes. I love it.
yes,
Not only because I think it
yes,
becomes
because
better.
they they struck the attention, and so it's a good way to impress the potential clients. Yes, I would for example, don't I wouldn't add the words per day, but for example, the whole amount of words per year, for
Exactly,
example.
because it's going to be huge and definitely gives a better idea of the people, not a year, even the last year or as a full number, how many thousands of
Yes, last year. Hmm.
Hmm? And of course, the job events, how many hours of interpreting, because your clients, they need to understand what job events means for them.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
And instead of 200 plus translations, I would say happy clients because the translation also, are going to be delivered to clients. And I don't understand exactly the number of followers. So if you're here, Mira, let us know.
I think she means the number of followers on LinkedIn, probably.
Yeah, but that's, an assumption. I would prefer to see followers on LinkedIn, but also what's that impact for your clients? Why is that included in your business portfolio? So the figures in a business portfolio, I would like to see how many happy clients, how many, let's say, hours of interpreting, how many thousands of words already, not on a daily basis. And maybe
Hmm.
also, yes, the translations, that would be also good numbers. But by followers, I don't find it bad. I would like to see what's in need for your clients. Okay, vision and mission, I like that, definitely.
Yes,
The
very
more could be
clever.
even, yeah, the more could be even clickable here. That's why they have the more. So you can have, something about your vision and mission in a portfolio, but people they would like to read more, they could click here, the more button, and they would be redirected to your website, Mira. So if you're here, let us know if that's clear. Personal skills, translator and interpreter. I love this. I would prefer also to see a photo of yours translating here, maybe photos of yours during
Mm.
maybe an interpreting gig. Ilana?
Yes, so yes, I like also the two pictures, but yes, I would insert something more personal.
Mm-hmm. And also, you mentioned personal skills, whereas we're talking again about your unique selling proposition. And I'm here and ready to take your business to the next level. You know, Ileana, what I'm missing here is the actual what types of clients Mira
Well,
sees.
yes, they are more, I don't know, services. I would say services because
Mhm.
she works both as an interpreter, as a translator.
Yeah, but when we
Mm.
talk to our clients, they really want to see themselves in it. So if you're going to create, let's say, target portfolios, Mira, you can divide them per client. So instead of take your business to the next level, name them. Okay,
Mm.
name exactly what types of clients you work for and what industry your clients or the businesses they serve. Here we see an educational background, which I wouldn't suggest for a portfolio because when we go our direct clients to share educational background, it's like we don't have enough experience or enough case studies to show. That's why we put educational background. And also it's like turning a business portfolio into a CV portfolio,
Mhm.
and that's a different purpose. I don't know what's your opinion here.
Yes, I agree with you. So you are already the right go-to expert, so you don't need to show your education. So you are showing your clients that you have already experience in that specific specialization. And so I would skip completely the education.
Okay, definitely here we see construction case studies. So you can have like translation in the construction industry or helping our clients in the construction industry too with our
Hmm.
translation. And then instead
Yes.
of I started, and then here there is typo, translating blog articles for a startup, then they soon got noticed in France and German. That's great. You focus on the benefits and results your client got. I would avoid starting sentences with I, but that's me.
Mm.
And I would prefer to start with thanks to their newly gained reads, which I was able, to help them with through my, let's say, work and translations for their blog articles. They were able to get noticed into France and Germany. And then
Hmm.
you talk about how an SEO optimized website will allow you to leverage German partnership. And then you have a call to action. Let me facilitate your communications and tailor your content to a German audience. I love this. Mira, give them the way to contact you here. So whenever
Hmm.
you have call to action, I would prefer to see also the way. Send me an email at contact me or DM me here. Okay, or book a call with me there. What do you think, Ileana?
Yes. Yes, the same. Yes, I agree with you. So
And
this one
mhm.
is nice, conference interpreting, the following
Yes,
ones.
but I would like to divide project one and project two. They should be, something similar. Or when you talk about
Mm.
construction case studies, here there should be conference case studies or interpreting, because here you're talking about a service, but here you're talking about case studies in the construction industry with translation. So either you put here translation case studies in the construction industry to distinguish between conference interpreting projects or case studies again. But that's me. I don't know, Ileana.
Mhm.
I really love the photo.
Yes,
Yes, the photo is very good.
yes. If she works both as an interpreter and as a translator, she has to have at least two different portfolios. One as a translator in a specific niche,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one as an interpreter.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course the skills and the expectations, the skills that you should have and the expectations that the clients have in each specific sector are different.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And
And
here
so
we
yes, I would divide them, but the picture is really very nice.
the picture is very cool, and you can add it even higher earlier in the portfolio. Client successes here, most probably it is. And then we see some testimonial here, and 7 foreign workers hired. The whole team got to know each other. Everyone understood the tasks. Everyone participated in the discussion. Productivity increased. Great successors, but how?
Mm.
How, Mira? I miss here the how. Is it was a translation? It was your interpreting skills. So I see that you say here for some successes of one client that you don't describe them. I would prefer to see that you describe at least the client if you cannot disclose their name because of confidentiality and
I,
NDA's
I,
reason.
I
Hmm?
think it was an interpreting gig because she as written
Follows
talk.
up here, the first one. You think it
Yes,
follows here?
I imagine it is a.
Still, though, we see different pages, and we understand that it's in the automotive sector most probably. But I would prefer to see here, case study of client success stories in the automotive industry through our translation or retyping, so as not to assuming things, to make it very clear to our client what we're discussing here. Then again, difference between conference interpreting and online interpreting projects or case studies here. I really like the photo. More and more people joined. Okay. Leading to growth.
To a growth of 33 points.
What are the points, you think?
These are the results, so it is good to underline them.
We see a friends like testimonial here. Some people, they say, should we translate it? It really depends to whom you address this portfolio, because if the people you're addressing this portfolio, they don't understand French, so maybe there is a problem there. So I would translate that. And I really like that you have here some photos of people. I would prefer to see, maybe if you cannot disclose their name, I would like to see their job title or maybe their initials, so as to look more, let's say, authentic and credible. What do you think?
Yes, because at least the initials show that there is a person behind.
Well, the job titles, just to understand, who
Yes,
is
behind the title. So
exactly.
yes,
So the title or the industry they
if
work in. And again, you have French and English, and we don't know if the end user of this portfolio is going to be a French speaker. Is that correct? Do you agree, Liana? Would you translate them?
yes, yes, or you translate them, or if you are sure that you are targeted only only one country, let's say, or if the language is understood by the countries.
You have
That
several different languages in your portfolio.
sorry, I
Do you
didn't hear
have
you.
different languages of people speaking to you in your portfolio? Do you use like German and English and Italian?
Well, I have, yes, many different testimonials in different languages, and so I had the same problem. But I tried to select only the English one because, of course, it is more understood by
Mhm.
everybody. But for example, I did a new version in the last month only for for the French speaking countries,
Exactly.
and so I used only French because
Exactly,
French
because you
people
cannot exactly you cannot include English
are
in a
not
French.
so are not so so good at speaking English, and so I decided to to have all the words translated, and I translated some parts that I had in English into
I would do
French.
the same. I would do the same for English if it was in French and my English, speaking clients, they don't understand French. I would translate them. Maybe there would be a disclaimer that the original, testimonial was written in French. That's okay. You can even have it in your website. If your website is in bilingual, like French and English, you can have the French testimonial in the French page and the English testimonial in the English page, because it really depends on the purpose. So if the purpose is this to be understood and evaluated by your direct clients, and your direct clients, they don't understand the language, then you're missing the point. Then it doesn't bring you the desirable result. So we have one question by
Yeah.
Lucy. Lucy says, company name and your actual name. My company name does not feature my name in any form. What's the best way to proceed, as I'm selling translations completed by me only? Should I focus on my name and allude to the company name? So, Lucy, it really depends if you would like to be known, as a brand name. But for me, it's always, a reason of people to know what's the name behind the brand. It's really important. And also people, they buy from people and they really want to see the person. So here, for example, in Mira, it wasn't a problem for me that I see only, a name. It's the fact that I don't understand if it's a website, if it's a brand name, because it was with a dot inside. So I thought it's her Instagram or LinkedIn name. So it was difficult for me to understand what was it about. So here at the end of this portfolio, like we see at the page of 14, we only see how to contact, let's say the email and the website. And I understand that when you start out and maybe your website is not ready, and that's the case with maybe Mira here, you don't have it ready, but it's okay to show it even if it's not ready, and you can always redirect it to your LinkedIn profile or a construction and the construction page or a landing page until the moment it is, let's say, fully created your website. Personally, Luna says, I would write your name right before your company name. I think people need to know there's a real person behind the company, especially. And Luna, imagine using it, Lucy, to contact people on LinkedIn so they see your name. And then you send them a portfolio without a name. That's not a portfolio. That's the success story of the company if there is no name. Portfolio refers to people. People, they have portfolios, not companies. Companies, they might have portfolios as the success stories of the company. It's really important. So when you contact them on a personalized message on LinkedIn, to see your name also to the portfolio, to realize that's yours. Okay. And Lucy, since, as you mentioned, that the work is only by you delivered, then I don't see the reason why not to have your name. So Luna mentions before the brand name, I would like to see both. So it doesn't really matter for me if it's the brand name first. Okay, Luna, I was hesitating to have my testimonials translated into German as I receive all of them in English. Yes, but if your clients, they really understand English and Genevieve, that's okay. But if it's one language that they don't understand it, then either you don't use it at all and you use only those that you receive into German, let's say. If you have many or all of them are in another language that your clients they don't understand, it's okay to translate them, and you can always refer them to the original ones, or you can let them know that this is translation of the original ones, and you can redirect them to the page where the original ones are shared on your website. And does this solve your problem? Genevieve, thank you for the typo, but that was, an attempt of Mira to submit it on time, so we don't focus on like typos and so on. It's not the final version, but thank you for
yes, it is the first attempt, so
exactly.
she will improve.
Perfect. For a first attempt, it's perfect. I would focus
Yeah.
on the contact details to be everywhere clear. I would divide the project per service, translation, interpreting. I would always make clear that the information I include there is very clear to the client, because in some pages Mira, you include some benefits, but I don't understand from what are those benefits to the clients and to whom. Who is the client there? So I would like to see also the target market of yours and your ideal client there. And the contact details should be everywhere, all the pages, plus your name, Mira, because your name is only on the third page, and then the last page only your email. I think that should be clear, stated everywhere, so the clients that would like to contact you to see it right away, and also clickable. You can make it even clickable, and people, they can click there and contact you. Make it easy for your clients. Most German engineers do speak English, then you are okay, Genevieve. That's definitely different. We're talking about clients that they don't understand another language, so I would definitely translate them.
Yes.
Okay,
If you know your clients, then you will decide for the best solution. So if English is okay for everybody, then you don't need to translate them. Otherwise, if you would like, yes, to impress them, it's worth the effort, I would say.
So I agree with Luna's comment. Luna, I cannot see your comment. I cannot show your comment because you haven't clicked on the StreamYard link, so your name to be shown here. So we don't see your name on the specific StreamYard platform. But I see your comment that you mentioned that the typos shouldn't be corrected on a testimonial, because we should keep the testimonials as are sent by the client, so as to also to show that they are real case scenarios and real testimonials. There are different opinions on this. I agree that they should remain the same. But if it's a linguistic, let's say, portfolio, or a linguistic, let's say, portfolio, maybe people, they should expect to see no typos there. It really depends also on the type, on the correction that you're going to make. But usually, yes, they say that the actual testimonials that they are shown on a website and they run one after the other, they're movable. You can keep them, the way that the clients have written them, even with typos and mistakes in the language. So it's up to you. Write it in German and then brackets a translation by you. That's too much information, I would suggest, especially for a portfolio that needs to be 8 pages and you need to keep the interest of your clients. So, Louise, are you here?
Yes, I would cut them if they are too long. So you don't need 10 lines. So you need only a couple of lines in order to be appreciated as a professional. So if you have very long testimonials, so I would only choose, let's say, the most relevant sentence.
Relevant, or the most important, the most interesting,
yes,
or the best part. So, Louise, are you here? This is Louise's. We've gone through this one. Yes, I'm here. Perfect. Is this the right one I'm showing here, Louise? French and Spanish into English translator, English copywriter. I like this. You corrected this. Make sure your marketing isn't lost in translation. I love this one. Ileana?
Yeah. Yes, very, very nice. I would
So,
say
are you?
a perfect slogan.
So we see her name, Louise, here, but we see her face here. She has her photo, Louise. I would like to see also your name next to your photo, or maybe an about section there. I don't know what you suggest, Ileana.
Yes, so I think I see only the
Now
photo,
you see this page.
and that's it. But there is no short presentation of her.
So I would prefer to see next to your photo a short presentation like what's the photo about? Is about you. So hi, I'm Louise or whatever. You know, I'm the person behind that brand and I can do this. And also then, are you a marketeer in the fashion international trade and tourism industry? Do you need help with your brochures, newsletters? So here we see the difference between mirrors. Here we see the types of clients, you know, Louise is trying to get, and I really like this. With
Yes,
Louise names
because
clients. Yes.
she addresses directly to her potential
Exactly.
clients.
And we have here, like, I've been working with companies specializing. So here, Louise, you could have something. Hi, I'm Louise, and I've been working with companies specializing in the marketing and tourism industry and are looking to do business with the UK, let's say, market since 2008. So, Louise, that's a space. And here we see also the clickable website that I really love. These people who would like to find out more. They can leave the portfolio by clicking here, and they will be redirected to Louise's website. So Louise starts right away with the benefits.
That's
Ileana?
nice. That's nice. So benefits of working with me. So you have the bullet points. So it immediately catches your attention.
Then we have the introductory slide where it says what we're going to see. So here are my most important projects and success stories. So we love this. So we start with the brochure translation. We have the count words, we have the clients, and then the case study. What's the difference between the first and the second? And there are two projects. Is that correct?
The case study is related, I think, to
a different project.
To the to the brochure translation.
So make sure, you know, Louise, that you have the same like title, brochure translation, maybe French Tourist Board translation, or case studies as a whole title, so people not to be, let's say, for some reason, like assuming if you're talking about the same project or they're two different projects. Again, we see here newsletter translation, then we see case study. So I think that the case study refers to the project that you have next to it, which is not the case. So you're referring to the different projects. Louise, do you understand what I'm commenting here? Huge projects. We see 2 million words here. Amazing. We see the clients. We don't see, though, the results, the impact that your translation might have on their work or their business. Ileana?
Yes. So I think also the pictures are really very nice.
I love the pictures.
But yes, there is no evidence, let's say, of the benefits that the clients had.
Definitely the results, the end results, the impact of your work to their business, okay, by working with you. And definitely for me, the format has a problem here because you have press release, again, translation, then case study. So people, they think that the case study part refers to the first part of the slide, which is not the case. So you need to choose one way, or at least divide them into two different slides. What do you think, Ileana?
Yes, so probably in only one page is a bit too tight. I would write probably a bit less, or divide and insert one page more.
Yeah, I see that all of them, they're marketing translation projects. So you could have one title and then you can divide them. You have a website localization, then you have a technology company in the hospitality industry where you worked for them, what you did produce the web out copy. So you could divide them, you know, in press release, blog, creative, and then website projects. Then the copywriting is a different one.
Copywriting.
Case study. And then you have a testimonial, projects? Maybe it's like testimonials,
Yes,
or it's
for example, I would have a different portfolio only for copywriting jobs, because it is completely different from translation.
Mhm.
So
But I
if
really like because everything is creative here, including Kai. So I understand that Lucy has used this portfolio to have all the creative projects.
yes,
I
yes,
think
it
the
is
first
part
one. Mhm.
transcreation. Yes, of course, transcreation and copywriting are of course creative jobs. So
Mhm.
they absolutely belong to the same niche, let's say.
Yeah, definitely. So Genevieve says, I think that will take too much space. What? Genevieve will take too much space. A friend of mine suggested a pop-up with a translation when hovering on the testimonials. I have to see how to achieve that. Yes, that's technical part on a website, but not, I assume, on a PDF. The client's word count is in total. The case study is a specific project. Yes, what I'm telling you here, when you have them in the same slide, and one is a translation project and the other is named as a case study, people, they get confused that you're talking about a case study for that specific project. So if there are two different projects, either divide them in two different slides or name them the same way, either both case studies, or you have the projects and then the case studies in different slides in a row. That's my suggestion. The format, the way that you have formatted, gives the wrong impression that the case studies follows the project that is described beforehand, which is not the case. You don't describe in the case study the same project. You are talking about a different project, and you don't rename them. You don't name that's a different project. That's my main, let's say, issue here. I don't know, Ileana, if there is anything else you would like to add.
No, no, no.
I
That's
really
it.
like
So,
this slide. That's why I have kept it here on the screen. I really like, Louise, that you have on your background, the globe with your logo.
mhm.
Let's say, I find very clever. And the testimonial can be, either less, you can cut it, or you can have, let's say, more white space above and, let's say, all around testimonial. Don't want it to start from the start of the page to the end. Please make some space white. Just for the
Yeah.
sake of formatting. I don't know if there's anything else that you would like to add.
No, no, no. I agree with you. So, and
Yes,
it is, yes, the length also is perfect. It is more or less 10 pages, 11 pages is okay. And it is very nice to read. It has nice pictures. And yes, it is really well done, I think.
very well done. And what I would say, what I would get from such portfolio is that Louise, she has huge experience in marketing texts and creative translation. So, Louise, you've got
Mhm.
your point. At least you showcase that you are very experienced. I don't
Yeah.
like, but that's my opinion, too many colors. I don't like too much text in one slide, and I would divide the projects and I would name them projects and case studies. If I would refer to different things, would be different sequence. First all the projects, then all the case studies. You're welcome. And definitely, if you implement the changes, I got it backwards. Okay. So if Luis, you need more help, we are in the alumni, so we can discuss it in the next call. But if you implement such small changes, I think you got it because your experience is there. No problem, Luis. We are going to see one more shortly, and then Ileana's, which is Ileana's the case study. You're welcome. Thank you, Lucy. So let's go to the last one, and then we end the live. I think Lisa's has no differences since the last time, so maybe we can go fast unless there. Lisa, are you here with us? Have you implemented any changes? So if not, we're going faster. So English and Spanish to Italian technical translator portfolio. So you see the name of Lisa here on the first slide
Mhm.
right away. Okay.
Yes. Let's see one technical because
Yes.
Louise and the other ones and mine also, it is very creative. And so
I like
this
the
one is
creative
technical.
ones. You have an advantage, as creative translators, because also the portfolio can be, let's say, more impressive and catchy, as you mentioned. The technical can be, simpler, not that colorful, because of the audience that we address this
Yes,
portfolio.
that's right.
We always need to take into consideration who is going to evaluate our portfolio, and to take into consideration, let's say, if they're lawyers or doctors and they're more, let's say, conservative, we need to follow their style. If they're marketing people and they're like more stylish, we can also touch a bit. Also, it really depends on the target industry. So
Yeah,
here, what
yeah,
I see
that's
is
right.
the introduction with a photo. I like that. Lisa would prefer, let's say, to see your position You can flip it on Canva and you can change looking at your text. So it's not to have your back to your text, but that's my detail. Click next to have a look at some of my projects. I really like that you prepare the audience of what they're going to see next. I would like to see less text here, but that's me, or maybe more white space in between the paragraphs. What's your opinion, Ileana?
Yes, also for me it is a bit too long, but it's only my point of view.
Yeah,
I
always.
decided,
Yeah.
yes, I decided for a shorter, a brief
Or maybe white
presentation, you
spaces in
know.
between, make it short, like 3 to 4 lines paragraph, and then white space, and then another paragraph, so as people not to see
Yes,
that.
because if people want to read more, you have, in any case, the website,
Mhm.
or at least I had it in my case. And so I think that if people would like to have more infos and to know more about you, they will be redirected to the website. And so
Amazing. Yeah, you can make
I
that
decided
clickable.
to be, yes, to be very precise and accurate, and that's it.
And you can always have a read more, button where you can redirect people to your
Yes,
website
of
for
course.
more details
Then, of
about
course,
you.
you can add, for example, the buttons of LinkedIn or of
Exactly.
Instagram, Facebook, of or whatever social media you have, and yes, so
And
people
imagine
who
that
would
you
like to know more about you will look for more information.
But if you are, let's say, 20 years in the industry, your portfolio might be huge, you might have so many success stories. You can add 3 or 4 that you feel that they're most relevant or most recent to the actual project you would like to get, or the actual client you are contacting on LinkedIn. You can have always buttons redirecting people to your website where they can see a full, let's say, page of testimonials or success stories. Because in my case, for example, for my vmentoring.com, I have huge, let's say, testimonials. I cannot include all of them, so I redirect them. You would like to read more or to watch more videos, and then I take them to my YouTube channel or my page with like the success stories. And people, if they have the time, if they would like to read more, they can be redirected to your website. So what I really like here with Lisa's portfolio is the fact that she has very strict and very, let's say, the specialization, the types of industries she serves. Like you see here, the third one is the medicine and healthcare. The other one was construction. The other one, so different ones. And then after the introductory section where she separates the kind of industries and specializations she has on one page one specific project. And then
Yes,
let's work
it is
together.
very, very
Mhm.
clear and very well divided.
And here it's clickable button, so that's cool. So you can be redirected to here, right? So let's work together. And I would like to see more. So let's work together. You can send me your, let's say, give them some call to action, what they could do just to contact you. Don't give them with just the contact details. Give them a reason to book a call with you. Give them a reason or the details of what information of their project you would like to know, so as to give them a call. So talk to people, give them amazing. So the moment that all of you've been waiting for, before we go to this, Ileana, is there anything else you would like to add to the previous ones?
No, I think yes, we can show my portfolio, my first
Mhm.
portfolio, let's
Yes.
say.
No, that was the first one that you started using.
Yes, it was the first one, so it dates back to 3 years ago.
Amazing.
And yes, so I choose this cover, so you can see some beauty products at the background.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there is my name, my specialization, and that's it. So the second page
You see
is a
here your logo with your photo. You see the
yes, there is
copyright.
the
Okay.
logo, the copyright.
All about you.
Then
So
I
you
have
the about, let's say, section that I also mentioned. You need to have an about section before people start reading for your success stories. A short description of who you are.
yes, we have a very short description.
I
So
like
three
the
bullet
fact that
points.
you don't start with I started, I did, I mixed. No, you start gifted with an authentic aesthetic talent since I was a child. So it's a more, let's say, storytelling, which I really like.
Mm.
This one.
And
Mhm.
yes, I underlined with the 3 bullet points the benefits that my
Mhm.
clients can have working with me. And
Amazing.
then, as we were saying before, do you want to know more? So please have a look at the website, and
Make that
then have a
clickable. I assume now that
yes,
you would make that
yes, it is
clickable.
clickable,
Oh,
or
let's see.
it
I'm gonna
should
share
be.
your screen. cannot see that's clickable here, but okay. Could
Yes,
be also
and
a button.
then
Yeah. So the third slide
yes,
is
and then the
service
services. So
product description.
let's say the different let's say topics in this sector. So product descriptions, websites, and of course marketing materials. That could be anything. That could be ads. I don't know. So
So those
brochures.
are the most common, let's say, types of projects you undertake. I miss the word translation here. So you have product description, translation, or website localization, or marketing material trust creation, because those are the services. So we know them, but the clients,
Yes.
we educate them because they, in your case, might be high executives in the most well-known cosmetic
Mm.
brands. I don't know. I'm just saying Dior, Clarins out of the top of my head. I don't want to disclose details, but those people, they would like to see here exactly. And also, I really like that you have small icons. So sometimes we think that the information, is not needed, but the
Uh-huh.
clients, okay, they need. And then you go into detail in each
Yes,
of
and
these
then I simply go into
yeah,
details, so
in
showing
France. Mm-hmm.
some examples, for example, from French into Italian. So these one are yes
So
from English
what I
into
would like
Italian.
to see here, yeah, I would like to see. So the next page, you can see some of my sample of my work, or how
Yes, so this was really the first attempt.
Exactly. Yes, I'm just telling people, that they're watching us here because we have many people, but how you can even take it to the next level. That's just one first attempt. That was the first portfolio. And also we see your branding colors, which I really like. We see also that you have the photo here.
Yes, I
And we
chose
see,
only two colors. So
Mhm.
my brand colors are
I
this
love it.
pink,
I love
pink
it. What I miss
and
here is the source and target language, source and target language, or source and translation. That the client would
mhm.
like to be guided for everyone who is watching. I'm telling them, since you have new
Then
portfolios right now. Then we go to the
yes,
website localization.
some part of the websites,
The
so very
websites,
little parts.
if the websites, if they are published, you could actually include the links here, or people they can be redirected to the live website since it's already published, I assume.
Yes, they are already published.
So the
I
website is
chose only texts that are already public, so so
so
no problem about it. But at the time, I didn't thought that the link was the most the easiest let's say solution, and so I picked
no, I
some
like that you have
sentences.
picked. I like that you have picked because people they're very busy. They don't want to go through a whole website. So it's good that you
Mhm,
have the copy here. You could actually have as an additional information. You would like to see the full work of mine. Visit the website of my
mhm.
client here. You can see that's my work because you as a website localization expert or anyone who has published work, like when I started out, I had published articles. It's easier for you to create portfolios
Mhm.
because people they can see your published work right away. That's huge because other people that they do, they translate medical or other projects that are confidential, they cannot prove, let's say, their work, or they cannot easily redirect the readers or evaluators of their portfolios or CVs to a live
Mhm.
page. So it's more
Yes.
difficult to show your expertise. But here, that's a huge advantage. And if you have any published work, guys, include them and link them so people they can go right away.
Mhm.
So
And that's it.
data
Product
sheets, another, let's
product
say,
data
project
sheet, because of course
here.
you have also the technical part, skincare
Makeup.
and makeup, just a couple of
Mhm.
example,
Mhm.
and the final page with my
Contact
picture
details.
and the contact details, and
You
that's it.
also
So
cover other language combinations. So you mentioned that with your team that you can cover other language combinations. I really
yes,
like
I
your
also inserted some other examples, not only from French, German, and English into Italian, but there are also some cross translation into other languages. But in any case, it was not perfect at the time, but
what do I miss? What do I miss here? What I would add? You know me now.
well, yes, there were no testimonials at the time.
Okay. And more.
And
There's a
yes, as you said, yes, I missed the translation part. So and the language combination, of course. But
and I would say a very crucial part that also distinguishes a portfolio from the actual sample of work is the
Mm-hmm.
fact that we actually include the benefits and the, let's say, results, the end results our clients
Mm.
gain, the impact that our work has to their businesses. And you have great businesses, you have a huge portfolio. I know that you cannot name the clients, but you could describe them, and you could,
Yes.
instead of
So
having a type of project and sample of your work, which is very important for your clients, and since you've got them, it means it
mhm.
works really cool for you.
Yes,
So it
it was at the beginning. It was really difficult because I had many examples and many clients, and so for me it was difficult to choose among them because I had to, let's say, to underline the most important ones.
Mhm.
And yes, and that's it. So but in any case, so this is, let's say, my that this was my first attempt, but in any case I had a really a very good response
Results.
rate
Exactly.
result. Yes, a very good response rate, because I think the strength points of it are that it is short, and it goes to the point. And yes, it contains, let's say, some information. It is not too long, it is not boring, but because I think it is pretty creative. And that's it. So as I told you, I improved it a lot because I added so many things.
Can you
But
just name some things that you have added, like not name them, but as an idea?
yes, I have added, for example, the testimonials before the last page. As I told you, only a couple of sentences, and I added five testimonials, no more, because of course I wanted to keep it short, and so I added only one page. And
And
so in
also,
this page,
portfolio. Yeah, a portfolio is like a case study. It's not that you need to have your full, let's say, experience, especially if you're so many years in the industry. Genevieve,
mhm.
can you send me your link in private chat, because here I cannot copy paste it through the chat of this platform. So if you can shortly, Genevieve, send the we.tl URL that you have in the chat. I'm trying to copy paste it, but I cannot, so as to open it in another browser. So if you could like find me on Facebook and like send me private message or wherever, like on Facebook you are, okay, perfect. So Genevieve, if you can send it privately to me so as to be able to open it, because right now I cannot open it. So, any questions, guys? We're over like 1 hour and 12 minutes live. Thank you so much, Ileana. Such an interesting live today. We've
Thank you
seen
so
such.
much for having me. It was really a pleasure to share it with you, because, as I told you, it was my first attempt, and even if it was not perfect, it was really a powerful tool, and I had so many positive replies. And then starting from that, I got more confidence, and so yes, I improved it a lot along the way.
Amazing, and always there is room for improvement. That's an ongoing
Yes.
work. Also, we improve as professionals, we grow as professionals, as people, so we need to adjust our marketing material accordingly. So we gain
Hmm.
more testimonials, we gain more projects, we gain more experience, and we need to update our marketing materials accordingly. Please include benefits and end results that your clients get through your work. A portfolio, yes, it's really important to have a sample of your work, but it's not that the reason a direct
Hmm.
client will hire you. They will hire you because you are able, and that's what Ileana was able most probably to prove to people through her, let's say, meetings after the portfolios that she have had with people and her clients, for her expertise, so as to hire her and get so many, let's say, high-end clients using the LinkedIn prospecting. So here
Yes.
I'm trying. Yes, Ileana, is there something you would like to add?
This was of course the first step in order to contact them and to impress them. Then of course I had to do the follow up, and I had some chats with the clients who were interested in having yes, a chat with me. And then after that, so they gave me projects without doing any test, let's say.
Exactly, because you don't need to
And
take
so,
tests for direct clients. That's not the purpose of
mhm.
working with direct clients. The direct clients rarely ask for a test unless it's a very big project or very multilingual, because it's not that the reason they will hire you. They never ask for your degrees, for example, direct clients. They ask for
Yes, of
referrals.
course.
They
They
ask
never
for
asked for my
exactly,
education, so they trusted me simply
exactly,
from the testimonials and
exactly. That's
from the
what the
projects
client.
that I handled in the past.
Exactly. So that's the reason why someone would hire you. And it's not the sample of your work that the direct clients think. You need to build that trust. You're welcome, Marion. You're welcome. Is this Dorota on LinkedIn? That's been an amazing session. Thank you, Virginia. Ileana. Dorota, you seem not to include your name whenever you are watching us, so we cannot
Thank
see
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
So last thing for 1 second, Ileana, if you can stay here with us, since Genevieve
Yes, of course.
she shared her last minute, let's say, portfolio in Deutsch, but okay, we can go through maybe the format. So if you would like to give here some insights of yours, you can see. Okay, so here we see in the first page your photos, Genevieve, technical. Okay, I assume you describe yourself. It's very obvious that you're
Mhm.
technical. It's clickable
Yes.
here, which I really like. That's Genevieve. So you make that conversational. So you ask them a question. You most
The
probably have some.
services,
Mhm,
you have, yes, the benefits on the right side.
mhm.
Okay.
And then we
I
have
like the question, the introductory
mhm,
question.
project with a photo and a description,
Yes, product
the
with the
thousands
photo
of
and the description.
words and the duration.
Mhm. She has a huge experience, as I
Mhm,
saw on the first page, 25 years of experience.
that's huge.
So,
That's huge. I really
yeah.
like that in all pages you have here, let's say, your description, how to contact you. That's really important. Another project with a
Yes,
photo, another
it's
project with a
really
photo.
very clear.
Do you see any benefits here per project, like the end outcome that the client got? Because I don't like
Uh,
quite
just
understand
a
German.
moment. Yes, I think it is the last point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she added. So it was
Mm-hmm.
the challenge and the results.
Congratulations, then, Genevieve. You've done it
Yes,
great. You have
and
some
then the
testimonials,
testimonials in the bubbles. I like it. Very
and they are in
nice.
English. Amazing. And the bubbles, they
Yes.
look like they are, words of someone else. Then we have the
Mm-hmm.
link, which is not clickable, so you can make also this button. Ah, it is clickable. Okay, perfect. And you have
Mm-hmm.
also, I assume that's your email. Okay. And then again, email. You don't have a website yet, Genevieve. Is that correct? Yes, that's a Genevieve. That's a benefit. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much for being so active. Thank you for participating in our live and for joining us
Yes,
for
we
over
had
one
so many
hour.
nice
Liana, your topic is one of the
ideas.
most, let's say, yes, wanted. People, they want to know. And there is a lot of room of, let's say, improvement for all of us. We keep learning about this topic. The
Yes, of course.
website.
Don't settle. Try for the first attempt, and then think about it. Mm, insert, for example, benefits. Try to be short, and yes, to impress your client with facts also, and
Mhm.
with the results, of course,
And
that they can obtain working with you.
And I can, if I can add something last and we close with this, thank you so much for your kind words, everyone here. Very useful. Many people they're saying it was an amazing session. Okay, thank you guys. Don't wait
Thank
to
you
be
so much.
perfect. Don't wait to be perfect to go after your
No.
goals with clients. As Ileana mentioned here, that was a first attempt. She has even improved that right now, but that didn't hold her back from actually getting leads and clients by using the first attempt through LinkedIn. And so if you wait to be perfect, okay, you will wait forever.
Yeah,
So
of
you can
course.
book, because I see that many of you, you're asking me to review your material. So you can book a free call with me in the chat, and you can reach us out directly to Ileana and myself for anything that you would like to find out more. It's not only the portfolio, it's also the way that you're going to distribute it, because just having a portfolio on your website doesn't really work on its own. You need to
No.
contact the clients, you need to be on the top of the head of your clients, so whenever they have some project for you, you will be the first, let's say, to contact. So Ileana, before we close, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I think we have covered so many topics. I
Mm-hmm.
hope that the session has been useful for everybody, and don't wait too much. Start taking action and
Exactly.
put some ideas down, and then your ideas will develop really very quickly, and you will find nice photos, nice words, and everything will go smoothly.
So what I would say, let's maybe announce the next live, the topic that we decided, Ileana.
Well, yes, I think we can have, let's say, a financial topic
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of December, or let's say before Christmas, in order
Yes,
to
you told me that you can, okay, share with us your strategy
yes,
financially,
in
and
order
also
to have a more precise idea of how you can structure your expenses, and yes, we can have this topic
and
for
one
the
I
next
really
time.
like, and I have invited you because I really like to talk about success stories. I have invited you to share with us also how you use exhibitions nowadays, and maybe you share your portfolio in a printed or online format. So that would be also another promise for another live
Yes, yes.
work.
Yes, this is another
Ilan,
topic that we are going to talk about.
mm-hmm.
I don't know why, so we have to agree on the dates.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Definitely. We will agree to our dates because both of us are very busy. Liana is very busy as well, handling her own projects, her own business, her team. Now she's working a lot on her Instagram, so you can follow her on Instagram. Is I see how it is your new Instagram, Ileana?
I see luxury translations.
I see from Ileana
I
Cari, the
will I will
master.
write down
Perfect. So if you would like to
uh,
follow Ileana and
in
help
the
her
chat.
grow on Instagram, because she's working a lot on content marketing as well. And if you would like to get inspiration from such professionals, the fully booked translator formula starts in January. So you can, let's say, sign up for the waiting list that we will announce the new opening. And Ileana is always there to help you. She's in the alumni, and she's
Yes.
going to work with me. So if you would like to get more help from Ileana and us in general as a community with Luna and other, let's say, great colleagues, as you show their work, their portfolios, all of them are in the annual Mastermind alumni, a self-paced whole year community for all the people they have worked in my program. So if you've been in any of my programs, reach us out, find out from Ileana or other people's experience how this can help you. And if you would like to be in the same group with Ileana and such, let's say, find out inspirational stories and be motivated, join us. Milika says, Virginia and Ileana, thank you so much. It was super useful.
Super useful.
Thank you for reminding me that waiting for perfection is waiting for Godot. I recently saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you are right. It's really waiting for Godot. I wouldn't have
Amazing.
ever said it better.
Exactly. Thank you, Milika. Thank you, guys. Ileana, super useful, as everyone said. We can't wait for the next financial session and also your success stories from attending exhibitions that maybe also can be useful for other people as well. Have
Yes,
a great
yes, yes.
weekend, everyone. Stay tuned. No
You
more
too.
live session coming up. Luna, thank you for being here with us. And everyone
Thank you,
else,
Luna.
see you soon. Bye-bye, guys. So,
Bye bye.
Ileana, you stay here with me.
Okay.